Hello everyone and welcome to On Deck. My name is Kate Salamita and today is our season finale and I can't believe it. Normally I feel like the show's a little chaotic, but today is going to be a really fun show. Normally I say I'm not here on today's Monday. Normally I'm here on other Mondays, so I want to say big thank you to Scott and Kate from The Break with Scott and Kate for letting me take their Monday slot when they go on for their senior week. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But to start off today's vlog, Today we're going to be doing a really fun vlog. I had the opportunity to go to the United States Women's National Soccer Team game down in New Jersey, and obviously I don't really know a lot about soccer compared to the other sports I know. Obviously, I've done a Yankees episode. I do other sports here at school, but the sport I know the least about, I will say, is definitely soccer. So being able to go down there and see these amazing women play was something that was really cool. And obviously, I have to share it with you guys because, I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a chaotic vlog, but I mean, what is on deck without a little bit of chaos? So without further ado, I will stop talking, even though literally this entire vlog is me talking, and I'll just get right to it. I hope you guys enjoy, and then I will see you guys right after the vlog. The vlog will be right after this break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
To introduce my friend Jill.
Hi.
Jill.
Yeah.
Jill, you want to tell them a little bit about yourself again?
Yeah, so I was on the show a little bit, like one of the first shows.
The first episode ever.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I'm just about to graduate. So, you know, one woman in sports is leaving, but I'm so excited to pass the torch to other girls in the in WTOP.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you succeed and everything.
Yeah, so kind of this vlog, to touch on it a little bit, is about women's soccer, and they've had a fantastic season so far. But one thing I want to really talk about with women's soccer is how much this team has really fought for equality in sports. Obviously, the last Women's World Cup was in 2019, where the United States team beat the Netherlands to win the World Cup. But this team has not only been unstoppable on the field, but they have contributed so much for women and young people in sports off the field as well. they've been huge activists for equality in sports, and that's something obviously both Jill and I are passionate about. Me with this show, Jill does so much with sports, and is even when she graduates, she's going to work at the WWE, which is like literally crazy. So I just want to talk a little about the impact this women's team has had. Players like Megan Rapinoe has used her voice and her platform to fight for social issues like ending homophobia and transphobia in sports, along with advocating for equal pay in sports. And Alex Morgan funded the Together with athletes Sue Bird and Chloe Kim, who are obviously both women who are icons in sports, and Simone Manuel, to bring attention to women's sports and highlight young girls who are going into sports that are typically more male-dominated. And not only is she absolutely incredible on the field, she's a household name, she's a mother, she's an author, and she was named one of Time's most influential people in 2019. And these are just two of the people on this team, this roster of dozens of girls who made a huge fight for equal pay. And the United States Soccer agreed to pay these players $22 million back in pay. They've also agreed to put $2 million into a fund for the United States women's national team for their post-career goals and other charitable funds which players can apply for to give donations to. And most importantly, in my eyes, the Federation of Soccer, the United States Soccer Federation, also promised to provide an equal rate between the men and women's team, which is really important because a lot of people say men's sports are better than women's sports, especially when you look at soccer in this case. It's not exactly true. The women's team has won 4 championships. The men's team has never even made it to the finals, so it makes no sense why they would be getting paid any less. And obviously, I've been paying attention to it more on the women's side just because I've been really trying to get into soccer with the Men's World Cup and obviously looking from these women's games. But Jill has been on it on the WNBA side. So Jill, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I wasn't really too versed in the WNBA, but I stumbled across a really good YouTube video when I started doing the freelancing back home at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. And this video, I cried after I watched it. And I cry a lot about a lot of things all the time, but this was wow, how mistreated these girls are. It's literally insane to me how mistreated the girls are. I get it. It's it's a different kind of sport. The men are dunking, they're doing crazy moves, where sometimes girls just can't do that. Just from biology, there's differences in the human body, but the girls play a much more technical game of basketball, and it's still amazing to watch. And I just also take issue with just how differently they're treated, how differently they were paid. When I was working, all the girls would come in, they would do a little fashion show, the WNBA photographer would be there waiting for them, take pictures of them and see it on Instagram later. But you could tell who was making money and who wasn't. Some people would walk in their practice jersey because that's all they, could, afford. Because the starting salary for somebody in the WNBA isn't too much higher than 50 grand. And then, what are they going to really do? So that's exactly why players like Brittany Griner go over to Russia or just overseas, because they will pay them a lot more money to do that.
Yeah, and not even in basketball, but you can look at it too in tennis, for example, or gymnastics. You can look at tennis, for example. Venus Williams had to go on a huge fight years ago for equal pay after Wimbledon. And, obviously you look at Venus and Serena, and they are the GOATs of women's tennis. They've absolutely dominated for years and years and years. And still, for these figures who have accomplished so much in their career to still be saying, hey, this is not fair. We are doing the same amount of work. We are playing in the same competition as these men, but we are not getting paid the same. And especially somebody that I like to look at too is most recently Simone Biles, who dropped out of the Olympics. She said she was not in the mental space, and we talked a little bit about it too in our media summit this year, where we talked about sports. Is how are you going to send someone out to the Olympics, the person who is easily the best gymnast in the entire world, arguably the best gymnast to ever walk this planet, and say that all she should do is just flip, just stop doing what you're doing. She's going out there and she's doing these tricks that literally 99% of the people on this earth could never even dream of doing. And obviously, if she's not in the best mental state, why would you go out there and do these crazy tricks where you're flying 10 feet in the air and tumbling all over and jumping from bar to bar and going on a beam where it's 3 inches wide when you're not in the mental space? But I feel like if a man were to come out and say that, I feel like sometimes it would be taken so much differently, especially in a caliber like the Olympics, which people hold to such high standards.
Yeah. I mean, it's just really, it's just disheartening for me because it's what year is it? 2020. It's almost 2023. I'm completely lost, but it's really just unfortunate. And I said this on my show. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods the other day when I was back home, and I saw like a bunch of jerseys. I was looking for a Connecticut Sun jersey because that's my team. I like that team, and it's WNBA team. And they didn't have any, and they made it to they were in the championship game of the WNBA playoffs. They didn't win. They were off by like a few points, but still they were almost there. And no shirts, but all the teams from Connecticut that also lost. That they had all their shirts and they were all guys teams. But yeah, I think it's maybe time to take a look at that vlog.
Oh, is it time to take a look at that vlog? Well, I'm so excited to show you guys this vlog. Obviously, I talked a little about it in the intro, but I got the opportunity to go to the National Women's Soccer game, and it's a little bit of a chaotic vlog, but let's
go to break first.
Let's just go to break first.
Because, yeah.
Thanks,
right.
Joe.
Yeah,
we'll have the vlog after the break.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Look at that. It's so sad.
With all that we've talked about with women in sports in this vlog coming up, I just wanted to come on quickly before this vlog starts to say thank you so much to everybody who's tuned into On Deck these past couple of weeks. It's been a little bit crazy, a little bit chaotic, but what would On Deck be and what would literally I be without a little bit of chaos in my life? So this vlog was super fun. I had so much fun going down and going to my first soccer game ever. It was such a fun experience. As I said before, and I keep kind of saying it, and I say it in the vlog a few times, I don't know as much about soccer as I really would like to. And with the World Cup coming up and being able to go to this game, I've learned just so much more about soccer just in these past couple of weeks, and I enjoyed it so much. The atmosphere was really great, especially for a women's game. The attendance was over 26,000, which was really, really awesome to see. And just to be so close to some of these players, I am such a big Mal Pugh fan. Like, I literally follow her life. It's embarrassing. Obviously, Alex Morgan has been honestly so amazing over the past couple of years just to follow, not only as an athlete, but just an advocate and an activist for equality and women in sports has been really awesome. The food at the game was really good, which I guess the soccer is not really about the food, but there were some people that were cheering and had drums, and the atmosphere was really, really cool. And it was really cute seeing all the young girls in their Alex Morgan jerseys lining up, who had the same headband that Alex Morgan wears and all of that stuff. It was really cute to see them get excited to watch a soccer game and them getting excited for sports, because I feel like that's something I haven't really seen before. I've gone to baseball games, hockey games, basketball games, and normally you don't see a lot of young girls there getting so excited. So seeing a bunch of young girls there really, really made me super, super happy. So thank you so much again. I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope you guys enjoy this crazy vlog. Hi guys, it's Kate. I'm here with my friend Alexia, and we are going to the U.S. National Women's Soccer game at the Red Bull Stadium in New Jersey. This is my first time ever going to a soccer game. I always say, like, I know a lot about other sports. Obviously, I've done like baseball, basketball. I know a lot about like pretty much like a lot of the other sports, hockey, football. Soccer is definitely the sport I know the least about. And my friend Alexia has played soccer for like ever, and she's really good. So she knows a lot about soccer, and I don't. So I'm really excited. This is my first soccer game I've ever gone to, and I'm really excited for it to be the women's game, because obviously there's so many like strong, empowering women on this team who have been big advocates for equality and change in sports, which is something obviously I'm very passionate about with this show. So I'm excited to get to watch them and just kind of get more in the soccer spirit and learn a few things about soccer along the way. So I'm really excited to bring you guys on my day. It's gonna be a really fun day. It's actually nice out. I don't know if you can see, like, oh, yep, that's a rock wall. But yeah, so I'll bring you guys along with my day. It'll be a lot of fun, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Not to alarm anyone, but I just learned that the Delaware Water Gap is where we're going through, is where the Dolan twins are, so I'm planning on seeing the Dolan twins right now. Just saying. I also just learned that this is where George Washington sailed. On that one picture, Alexi's just teaching me everything right now. I'm learning so much about the Delaware Water Gap. Here it is. George Washington was right there. Hi again, it's me. So we are at the arena. There it is. Alexia, any thoughts? It's gonna be a cold one. It's gonna be really cold. I have my hat, a jacket, gloves. I have a scarf if need be. But yeah, I'm excited. Here's her. Update. It's so cold out. It's so cold. And we got here really early because we thought there was gonna be more traffic, and there's not traffic. So now we're just hungry, and everybody is out here. I don't know if you can see back there, but everybody's out at their little tailgates, you know, having a good time, eating food, and we're just here, unprepared. Do you want me to turn the car on? Yeah, I'm cold. This is very candid. I'm about to go on a scavenger hunt. I'm about to go on a scavenger hunt for food. How are we feeling, Alexia?
I'm cold. Like, I don't. This is cold.
Your friends were calling you out. You gotta come up next, alright? What's your name?
So we just got in, and we are in a mad dash to get food right now. We're starving. Guys, look. Selfie, New York. They're playing Harry Styles. It's Harry's house here. It's Harry's house.
question for Alexia. Who's your favorite player on the team?
Alex Morgan, number 13.
Number 13.
She featured me in her video during COVID, so that's why she's my favorite. And we play same position.
Ooh. I just like Mal Pugh because, as we all know, I love baseball, and she's engaged to Jansen Swanson, who's one of my favorite players. So the way I keep up with her life is honestly kind of embarrassing, but love Mal Pugh. Love Mal Pugh. So, fun story. One of Alexi's friends is on the team that's getting recognized like today. The Paralympic team. So it's really cool. They won the World Cup. Yeah, they won the World Cup this year, which is
That's why we're here.
so that's why me and Alex are here, because one of Alex's friends is getting recognized.
Shout out Paralympic team. Shout out Leah. Shout out Leah. Love Leah.
So today is also Alex Morgan's 200th appearance. So it's also something that's really cool that's happening. How are we feeling, Alexia?
You know, they weren't really showing that they were going to score first, so good job, Germany. That's the sign.
Loving their vibe over Guys, I'm loving the vibe of the people with the drums. There's a lot going on right now. In case you're wondering what's
Mal
happening,
Pugh.
that happened.
It's too high.
Just a little high.
Who's leaning back? Why are we not playing
That
this?
piece of paper is still there.
Why would you not shoot? This is ridiculous now. I'm getting upset with the finishing. This needs to be turned around the next half. We'll be back to after the half.
Update, it's halftime. We're currently going into the bodega because it's warm. I'm pushing my way through people like I'm pushing my way through Alley Cat right now. Alexia, thoughts? It's really cold. coffee spill. Your coffee absolutely everywhere.
It's like spilling everywhere.
It's only getting worse.
Oh my god, no.
We're not on the Jumbotron anymore. No. We were. Back in the car. It is so cold out. Like, currently the seat is at 80. Seat warmer is on. I hope you can see that. It's 45 out, but it's like also really windy here because we're right near the river. Yes.
Tell them where to go.
Okay, we'll be back. Alexia, how are we doing?
We won. I'm cold. And we're waiting because this car will not move. Like, I'm not saying...
By we won, we mean the U.S. national team because I contributed absolute SWAT. I stood up and I cheered when I had to. I yelled for Mel Pugh, as I should. But
this car just start going. Like, I'm about to start directing direct traffic. Like,
am I about to go direct traffic because we are stuck and we've been stuck in traffic for a hot minute now. A hot minute. We're getting angry. We're getting angry and we're cold.
This is so problem. They're the sun and everything is dependent on them right now.
That is what's going on right now. I'm
like,
really...
The moon is cold right now because they're not doing their job.
We are the moon because we are freezing. We're freezing. Our heat is still on high. We're just not moving. We're gonna get Dairy Queen on the way back because we deserve it. Hopefully we make it out of here. Once we make it out, I'll update you guys and we'll talk more about the game. Thanks because we're fighting demons right now. So I'll update you guys once we get out of here. If we ever get out of here. It's looking like a long process. Smiles. Guys, we are still in traffic. It's been like 15 minutes. And Alexi said, we may be stuck in traffic, but I don't know if you can see these little lights behind me. We have like Buddy the Elf's car behind us. With
Put that away. This guy's looking at me like he's gonna kill me.
At least we have like
we're not
good
killing
vibes
anymore. Like, oh my god.
We're going insane. Update, it's been 45 minutes and we're still in the parking lot. But we have Miss Taylor Swift to get us to